Okay.
I remember what happened last movie.
Here we are again.
The last movie was so terrible. I'm still mad.
We like right before I hit play, we were talking about what we think happened in the last movie. Literally nothing. That's what happened.
Well, he's like, oh, we're going to talk about expectations for this one. I'm like, okay, where is the story even? I don't know.
So, they need to get married. They need to get married, first off. They may or may not have a child in this one.
How did you do that?
I thought you could only do that on FaceTime.
Wait,
Is that going to show up on the video?
I don't know. If it doesn't, we're going to look insane. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Please show up on the video, because otherwise, yeah, we'll look crazy.
You're just gonna...
You can, if you do this on FaceTime, it brings up, like, emotes.
We're going to emote on
There it
We're
is.
going to emote on the kids.
What were we talking about?
I hate this third movie. The
third movie was bad, yeah.
Okay, what does it say?
The something close close in on expecting parents. Okay, so they do have a child in this one.
Whose unborn child poses a threat to the wolf pack in the towns of people of Forks. Oh, I forgot that the thing was Forks. This was in 2011?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's when Harry Potter came out.
I thought
The last one.
Twilight ended like 2013.
Maybe. This is the second to last movie.
Yeah, but when was the first one out?
I don't know.
No, like
Go move down and see. Why is the screen turning off? Our expectations. So
No, don't play the movie.
they're gonna get married. Other than that, legitimately, I've heard. I was talking on the phone to someone earlier today, to one of our other friends. He told me that this movie's ass.
Not part one.
He told me this movie's
need a W.
straight ass. He said the second one is pretty good, but part one is not great. Breaking down part one. So.
Oh wait, so I had it. So one's still on top, then it's 2. 3 is like F2.
Mm-hmm.
2 I put B cheater.
That's not how we talked about it though.
I don't remember.
We did it out of 10. We didn't talk about it in terms
Oh no,
of
Twilight
tiers.
number 1 is SS.
But yeah, I don't even
S
remember
plus.
what I said for any of them.
You like the second one and you're dumb.
I remember that. I mean, I don't remember my ratings.
I don't know.
But
I say it all at the end.
I guess there's our expectations.
If this is bad, I'm going to be so mad.
I upgraded the camera from my phone camera to my MacBook camera.
How did you do?
Which should theoretically, you need to like hold it for a second.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
The audio quality should theoretically be slightly better, and the video quality should be the exact same. So.
Okay, are we ready to be pissed?
Mm-hmm.
This is 2 hours for part 1.
Yeah.
Part 1s in movies nothing ever happens, and I hate it.
That's what I've heard. I was told that this movie's just set up for the next one.
Like what happened in Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 1? The only thing I remember is they talk about the Deathly Hallows and Ron and Hermione fought. And that was it.
Okay, well, I was
Didn't,
gonna
like,
say
Harry
they
and
went to
Hermione kiss?
No, they danced.
That
Because
was it.
Ron left then
Yeah.
they danced because then they went to the freaking place, the Gryffindor town where his parents were killed. Why are we talking about Harry Potter? This is Twilight.
This is better.
So it just got done. It wasn't terrible.
It was better than the last one.
It was. I was expecting it to be bad because I was told it was bad, but it was pretty okay.
That was the wildest hour and 40 minutes of my damn life.
Yeah, so It's so weird. Like, it doesn't feel like it fits in with the other three.
It
Because
feels like
such wild things happen in this one compared to the other three.
yeah. Okay, the other ones felt like a fanfic. This felt like a fanfic of a fanfic. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
The choices were wild. If you told me that Belle and Edward were going to destroy a room, doing the do,
I knew that happened already.
then Bella, in the span of less than a month, gets pregnant and has a baby, has cancer basically, and then her spine goes.
That I didn't know happened.
That was wild.
That was crazy.
And she gets a blood addiction. That's wild.
That I also didn't know.
And then the whole conflict is solved with pedophilia. That was it.
Yes, this is
That
the
was
one.
wild.
I thought that it was gonna be the next one where Jacob imprints on Renesmee, but no, it was this one.
Okay. Also, the wildest part wasn't even that he imprinted on a baby. It's that the baby's name was Renesmee. That is a crime. That is so bad. And then the boy name was going to be Edward Jacob. And I laughed, and then I thought of it for a second. I'm like, what? That's like if your girl named your kid after every single dude that she fell in love with. That is crazy. Like,
yeah.
This movie was wild. They did Charlie so dirty in the movie again.
Yeah.
The scene where the wolves talk to each other was done really well. If they would have fixed the voice line acting, it kind of felt like anime dubby. It was like...
Yeah, it did feel... and their voices are so much deeper
It was like...
than their actual voices.
They are a danger to the humanity.
They put like a filter on their voice to make it more like...
Which the filter was fine, it's just the people delivering the dialogue was not doing a good job on it.
Yeah.
What else? The whole wedding scene was...
Okay.
No, the stupid part was right at the start where Edward and was like talking to Bella, and Bella was like, "Are you getting cold feet?" And he's like, "You don't know who I am. I murdered people." And then it cuts to him being like a 1950 like vigilante Spider-Man.
That's how it starts.
I'm like, what the?
That's how this movie starts. It's crazy. Wasn't it in the last one too, like near the start
They
where
made Jasper.
They talked about
Jasper
Jasper's
racist.
backstory. Was in the Confederate Army.
But no. The most criminal part of this movie was what they did to Alice. Oh my gosh. They ruined her hairstyle. I was so pissed. I would have thrown something at the TV.
A 1920s flapper.
I would have thrown something at the TV if it wasn't for the fact that my computer was not letting the HUD get taken off. So I was too busy getting mad at another thing than why did they do that? And then they go, oh well, Alice has the power to see the future, and this whole plot of the movie is based on us not being able to see the future. So then I just turn off Alice's power because screw you, and ultrasounds don't work. And also, Edward, he studied doctor in Portuguese in his time. He knows. He knows.
Oh, yeah, because Edward just perfectly delivered their baby.
But also, he didn't know to do chest compressions right after the heart stop. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of wild. Also, he just has a vial in the drawer of his venom.
And they just have blood. He was like, dude, there's a blood shortage. Why do they just have blood?
Yeah, they had a whole trash can of these smoky filled blood cups.
Yeah. They had fully packaged blood.
Dude, the scene when she cracked her back was probably the most disgusting 2 to 5 seconds, where her knees hit the ground and the sound design was crazy.
And her bones snapping.
But the minutes after that were probably one of the best minutes of all of Twilight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, so much happened so quick, and they understood the details. Like, when Rosalie was going to, like, eat Bella because of the blood from trying to do a C-section, and then Jacob tackled her, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, that was amazing. Leah and Sam, the two wolves that eloped with Jacob, they did not matter. However, not Sam, it was Seth. But Seth was...
Oh, yeah, Seth.
Seth was adorable. He was like a little kid. But you take him out of this movie and literally nothing happens.
It doesn't change anything.
Like, I don't think literally anything changes.
Yeah.
What other things were there? I'm still pissed about what they did to Charlie. The mom looked kind of like a meth head.
Yeah, she did.
Didn't really need to be in the movie. And didn't her mom have a boyfriend or a...
maybe either that or she's married.
And that's why she
again.
went to Florida, but we didn't see that guy.
He was in it like right at the very start when she got the invitation, and that was it. He was just there.
Yeah. I wish we would have saw more of Jacob's actual reaction to Bella being married, because they just kind of said, oh yeah, I went to Canada and now it's hard to be a human again because I was a wolf. I'm like, that would have been cool. They kind of showed it, but the editing was terrible with once he realized that she was pregnant or whatever, and then like they talked to the wolves.
Dude, speaking of the editing, the one part where when Jacob goes and then talks to Edward, and Edward's like standing on their balcony, and then it's just like a shot. It's like they put some effect on it. It almost like strobes the shot for like a second. When it like looks at Jacob and then switches to Edward and then goes to Jacob again.
The focus shifts from like far to close to far.
Yeah.
And it was weird. And then I was like, I like the risk they took, but then I was like, they can't even hear each other.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's not a good shot.
I don't know why they went to Puerto Rico, Portugal, wherever they went to.
They went to Rio.
They went to Rio.
Well, that's...
And they went to another place. Why?
Yeah, then they went...
They didn't need to.
Then they went
to
just
had
Epstein's Island.
So then that way they could have somebody who spoke like a form of Spanish be like, oh, your baby brings death, and then that will bring more like chaos. And it was playing on, because if some like witchy like white girl just came up to you and was like, your baby brings death, you're gonna be like, okay. Okay. Where'd you hear that? From the 1980s. Like, okay, Woodstock much? Like, yeah, literally I did not know where this movie was going, and you could monkey in a typewriter me down and I would never write this script. This was crazy.
It was crazy.
The first 20 to 30 minutes of the movie did not need to happen. The wedding scene was so long and uncomfortable, like the actual thing. And they split the oath, so technically they don't really do oaths. And then the speeches were crazy. My favorite was Charlie, where he was like, I'm a police, I know things. I can hunt you down. I own a gun.
Yeah.
I know how to use it. I'm like, you go, Charlie. Because if I was Charlie, I would never let Bella marry
Edward. Yeah, because of how many things have happened already.
Italy, went to another state, broke her foot. Bella started lying. Bella started drinking blood.
Yeah.
Also, they didn't address... They do this every movie, where one of the parts of the conflict is Bella having to talk to her father and lie to her father. And then at the end of the movie, it never gets resolved. And she never gets punished for it.
That's
and it just
true.
ends. And it pisses me off. You can't have us feel bad for Charlie when you never, like, make Bella feel bad.
Yeah.
She only feels bad in the moment. It's just convenience. So you can be like, oh, being a vampire is hard. And now Edward and Jacob are going to bond because of the fact that they're shared pedophiles.
God.
So, okay, why did Jacob see the future of... What's the stupid... Renesmee. I thought that, like, I knew they had a baby. I knew it was a girl. I thought it was, like, Grace.
Nah. It's Renesmee, dude.
Renesmee is crazy.
I also knew.
You know what? While they were saying it to Jacob, I thought they were playing a joke on Jacob because he just got there. I thought they were literally legitimately playing a joke to see like how loyal Jacob was, and if he was gonna say anything about how dumb of a name is.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would be like, oh, I'm going to name my baby. I can't even think of a worse name. I can't think of a worse name. I'm gonna name my baby Fridge. What do you think about that, Jacob? I'm gonna name him Fridge. I'm gonna name him Alfonso Burrito II.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. It means a lot to me because actually Alfonso was my favorite, the name of my favorite stuffed animal, and I really like burritos. And 3 because it's just a cool number.
My child will be named Elmo II.
And then Jacob's like, that's lovely.
Yeah.
You know what?
Well,
I want my future wife to be named Elmo II.
No, he freaks out at first. Well, he doesn't freak out, but he just like looks at him and is taken aback, and then he's like, oh, okay.
Okay, and this is the other thing. How do you imprint on someone? Because Jacob thought he was going to imprint on Bella, but he imprints on Bella's baby.
His daughter.
Like, boom, instantly.
On her daughter.
He spawn camped that shit.
He was pre-ordering a lot. So far in advance.
Fitting that the baby was conceived on Epstein Island. Sorry, we're cutting that. Legally, I did not say that. No, I don't understand how imprinting works. They only mentioned... We literally were like... Dale was like, did they talk about imprinting already? And I'm like, yeah, I think they did this movie before. And then we realized that Leah was Sam, the leader's ex, because of him imprinting on someone else or something, and then that's how he rose to power or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Sam is wild. So we imprinted on another person, and then Jacob just turned down leader, and he got it, and then it was like, yay. Like, that's a wild life to live. Anyway, Leah did not need to be there. That was dumb. I did like they had Bianca mad because the one dude was murdered because he tried murdering Bella, and then she saw the wolf.
Is that's the girl from the start, from at the wedding?
They saw the wolf, and then at the post-credit scene...
Then she went to the Volturi.
Went to the Volturi, handed them the wedding invitation, and then they, I think, killed her.
Yes.
The Volturi are stupid. They're a stupid villain, in my opinion.
Then the next one is the only one where they have like a real relevance.
Yeah.
The next one and was it the second one?
They kind of set them up. Like, okay, I was like, what's going to be the conflict of this movie? And then it was weird.
I didn't realize that they would consider Bella's baby to be a demon baby. I thought that they would just be like, oh, we're having a baby. But then, no, everyone's like, we're gonna kill your baby.
When they were researching, they showed Grendel.
They showed it. Yeah, they looked up photos of
Immortal Ecum.
Yeah.
Immortal Ecum.
Yeah, they showed a photo of Grendel.
Immortal Ecum.
That she is not a vampire, but okay.
And Edward was throwing a hissy fit. Edward, this whole movie was so annoying. This whole movie was, have an abortion, Bella. Yeah. And she's like, no, I want the tuber. And then she looked like Voldemort from the 4th Harry Potter movie.
Yeah.
Whoever did the makeup
Yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah.
There were a few times I did not like the makeup. Like there was a few scenes where Carlisle just looked too white.
Mm.
Like he looked like he just got out of a flower factory. Like a little too white. Like he, you know, like those cartoons where it's like a girl getting ready and they like do like powder shit and then they like.
Yes, and then they put
it on that was Carlisle. Carlisle's wife shouldn't exist as a character.
Yeah, she doesn't have much use.
Rosalie is kind of okay now. I still hate her.
Yeah, I knew that she got like better. She got like more developed later in the series, but yeah. Oh my god.
Was it because I went this?
Maybe.
Ow. Oh. See, does it work if I do my little thumb thing?
There it goes.
I don't think it counts for my thumb.
Because you're doing your weird thumb, dude.
I don't even know where to rank this. This is above the third.
This is better than the third one, but I think it's worse than the first two.
I don't know. It's definitely not better than the first. I like the first. I'm stuck because the first is iconic, and I like it because the plot's dumb. But this one, the plot is so much more dumb that I don't know.
The plot of this one is everywhere, dude.
Do I want the
like
dumb
okay
plot
the main
or the iconic dumb? Like,
the main conflict is that she's having the baby.
That's the only conflict.
But then it's I don't freaking know, dude. That is the only conflict is that she's.
And why did they care? Like, oh, they can't hurt somebody that's been imprinted on. When Jacob was out, he was a lone wolf. Why?
It may just be because we're watching all of these like months apart. But truly, I don't think that they set a lot of this shit up. Like the thing about imprinting, about them not being able to hurt someone who they've imprinted on, I don't think they said that in the last movie.
But I feel like that's assumed because isn't it like once you imprint, then they're part of your neural network? You're just like,
I guess, but like, it's not.
You know how easy it would be to have relationships if you guys literally just like uploaded thoughts? Actually, that may be worse. Scratch that from the record. No, I don't want that. No. Imagine. Does this make me look fat?
Maybe.
And then you die.
The CGI baby's face is weird.
No, the fact funny. That the baby had hair, literally 2 seconds out of
hair and teeth. Yeah.
Bit bomb. That's like I watched Mean Girls for the first time yesterday, and in this scene, do you know Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec?
No.
Well, you should. The dog bit her right
in the nips. She bit her boob.
Yeah, and they were so fake that the actress didn't tell. It's funny. Go watch Mean Girls. We need to watch Mean Girls because it's actually really good. It's much more enjoyable than this.
Yeah.
So okay, I don't know where to put this. I think it's a little better than 2 for me, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, 2 is more iconic.
No, I don't know about that, actually. This one might be more iconic, simply because it's when she has the baby.
Well, it's just, like, so stupid. And I love it. I feel like if Bella wasn't as disgusting as she was, I would rewatch this movie and have fun.
Yeah, there's gross parts of this movie, dude. Her drinking the blood, I'm just like, nah. Nah, man.
Nah, when Jacob saw that. No, and the quickest way to test the theory. What do you mean, Carlisle? You are not a doctor. What do you mean? Oh, yes. The quickest way to give blood to a patient. Open up. No, the baby feeds off what's in, like...
The baby?
Doesn't the baby feed off any nutrients in you? Doesn't it just have to get into your system? So just give it blood.
What if I
Where does he keep the blood? Isn't there like special...
You're supposed to keep it in like a cold or some shit. Yeah. You have to keep it in like special conditions.
They use the fact that Jacob can cuddle Bella way too much.
Yeah.
If that's the only thing Jacob has going for him right now.
What if every time we say the baby, I edit in a photo
I hate you.
of the baby?
If you're editing this, you're taking out...
I'm not going to edit this, no.
Whatever I said,
Let's be honest, I'm not going to edit this because this is going to be too long.
This is
I'm
how
not
we
gonna
never
sit down and edit
our
this.
careers. We're going to go to job interviews and they're going to be like, oh, you're those guys.
You're the Twilight.
Oh, you rated number 2 as a B tier.
As if anyone watches it. No, when these were up on my channel, that's my personal channel that has my name associated with it, which for that reason I'm not saying what my name is. But when it was on my channel with my name, they got 70 views, and people commented on it, and I was like randos. And I was like, okay.
Imagine this shit gets like millions of views.
I'm freaking out, dude. I'm gonna freak out.
I will make you edit, blur our faces, and pitch our voices. Because I'm not getting my career canceled from Twilight, dude.
I mean, me neither. I don't want to get my career canceled because of this.
That would be wild. Imagine being like, oh, you're the Twilight guys.
Yeah, so we looked your name up online.
And you said something about Epstein Island?
You said you ranked Twilight number 2 as the best one? No. We're not hiring.
That's valid.
No. That's not valid.
I would reject you.
That's facts.
I would reject you.
That's facts.
No.
It's facts.
Who said that in Twilight number 4 that...
And my screensaver turned on.
You said that in Twilight number 4 it was all solved with pedophilia. Do you think you should be working with kids? Nah, dude, I haven't imprinted yet.
What?
I haven't imprinted yet. I honestly don't even know what to say. I feel like so much happened in this movie, but also nothing.
Yeah, a lot more happened in it than the third one. The third one, I can't even tell you what happened.
I remember there was a Cole Sprouse looking dude.
Was there?
And he got manipulated by Victoria, and then he died. And Victoria died to the stupidest thing where Bella was like, ja.
I straight up don't remember what you're talking about.
She distracted Victoria by stabbing herself, and then the blood came out, and then they were like,
oh, yes.
and then Edward was like,
yes.
I'm not affected by blood. And then ate Victoria.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
I think so.
So now Bella's a vampire and can actually do something for once in the movie? Other than just be, oh my god, I love you.
We literally called what the last shot was going to be, or at least you did. Like 10 minutes before, you were like, dude, if at the end of this it's just like zooms in on her face and her eyes open. And that's the last shot of the scene.
That is what it was, and it was dumb. And everybody was so surprised. I'm like, dude, you saw her. So her spinal cord got fixed. And the way they showed that
it makes her.
She went from A cup to at least a B. I was like,
oh my god.
It's like, Daniel, am I tripping or did she grow boobs? I'm like, well, it's just like, I don't even know how they did that shot. Like,
I mean, it could have just been her like putting her chest out.
That was not that much. I don't think you could do that far.
I don't know.
I will test this out later. You're just gonna be me in the mirror, be like.
Oh my god.
We can't do these. Let's like.
What else? What?
I feel like I had so much to say during the movie that I don't.
Yeah.
If we recorded these while we were watching the movie, you would hear the wild things we said.
You would, yeah, because we talked about Epstein's Island.
We talked.
We said.
We talked about Cartman playing Edward.
Yeah. I said that there should be a South Park like recreation of this, and with Eric Cartman as Edward. Bella. Wait, I can't do a good at Cartman.
I can't do it anymore. I'm thinking about it.
I love you.
My ethics professor said that to do a Donald Trump impression, you just do Eric Cartman, and then you tone it down a little. And then he showed us.
See, I can do Trump though. I can't do.
We need to build a wall.
Cow, what the fuck?
That's what it's kind of like that. That's kind of good.
Cow, what the fuck?
Sounds like an air word. What else?
Let me think. So let's go through the movie and talk about it. Okay. So the start, it starts very abruptly, where it's just the freaking Edward being like, I killed people in the 20s.
That's so dumb. That did not need to be added.
They get married. Okay, and then she has the dream of at the wedding that she dreams that like she killed everyone at the wedding.
No, the Volturi came.
Yeah, that's
why
what
is she scared of the Volturi? Or wait, no, at the end of the last movie they killed a girl in front of her. I forgot that happened.
Wait, did that happen?
Because Victoria had the army, because the Cole Sprouse looking dude was recruiting a bunch of dudes, like vampires, newborns, new bloods or whatever. I don't know what they call them. And one of them didn't want to fight, so then they spared her. And then at the end of the battle, the Volturi came and was like, "Whoa, what happened? Oh, is that a child? No, she's good." Oh, whoops!
Yes.
Whoopsie doodle! I broke your toy.
I remember that. It's like the Volturi minions. It wasn't the 3 dudes.
I thought it was.
No, it's like young people.
Weird.
But yeah, that did happen.
This was so weirdly written. This whole series.
Yeah,
I feel like the things that I want to be explained aren't, but then I'm learning about. Okay, this was another thing we pointed out. Vampires don't age. When you get turned, you stay that age. The baby is going to be a forever baby.
See, but the baby's half human though.
So does it half age?
I guess.
Even though
it's aging faster than a human baby.
Do you remember when I first got pregnant? We were like, because we were still on the fact that Edward could kill Bella while they do it.
Yes.
And we're like, the baby's gonna shoot out when it gets turned.
Oh my god.
I was like,
I said
the doctor needs a
when
catch
the
of
baby's
it.
born, it's just gonna go like boom. It's like you you fucking.
I was like, as soon as the baby starts kicking, it's just gonna.
It's like in football when they throw a ball behind them between their legs.
Oh, Bella, how are you doing?
Forward.
Oh, I think I feel something.
Projectile baby.
No, the fact that she aged so fast, or that she birthed so fast was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
When she was eating the chicken,
dude, we thought she was eating human.
We thought that she accidentally ate human or something.
Yes.
Like Edward was keeping a stash on him. And then, dude, what else? Rosa was surprisingly not as terrible.
Rosalie. Yeah.
Normally, I hate her guts. She was kind of okay.
I knew
Also,
that
why
she
did
was
Edward
better.
trust her with the baby after she tried eating Bella?
Yeah, after they're like, oh, the blood.
Like, The fact, dude, the imprinting is wild. I still can't
the just concept of imprinting is wild.
There's going to be a
Jacob
16...
imprinting on
No, an 18 year...
Renesmee
No.
is wild.
Is it 17 or 18 year gap? Because Jacob's...
He's like 18
Or is he 16? He's younger.
Oh, shit.
He's younger.
He is. He might be, if he's like 16 or 17.
So, 16-year age gap between baby and... Also, you know what was also hilarious? When Edward could read the baby's thoughts inside of Bella. Babies can't form sentences, right?
I mean, he's reading like its emotions.
Shut the fuck.
He did say like, oh, it likes your voice.
Okay,
It
if
likes
you
my voice. He didn't
never
say
experienced
that.
anything and somebody fed you, would you like it?
What is that question?
I'm saying the baby's
what-
love is stupid. Screw the baby. Get away, Jacob. Not that kind of screw. I hate the baby.
The baby.
Let's go. I always think of. Never mind.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what person I'm talking about.
Yes.
See.
Oh my god.
What? Dude, I literally I feel like we haven't said anything about this movie, but also we've hit every point.
Yeah, I don't know what there is to say. What else there is to say?
Okay, the flashbacks and the stupid hallucinations are stupid. I've hated them every movie.
I hate can I just say something about this series as a whole? The filming is shit. I hate all the shots. All the shots are bad. Like, they put weird effects on a lot of them that make it so crappy to watch.
It feels like
It feels like you're watching a fan film.
like
you're
you're
watching.
an amateur
Yeah.
film.
Yes.
But I like
Yes.
Okay, if I'm looking at this from I guess my brain always thinks of this as this isn't a Hollywood movie. This feels to me like a
See, in my mind, in my mind,
and I'm like, this is okay. I mean, it could be a lot better.
In my mind, I'm like, okay, this is Twilight. Like, this is something everyone knows. There's these big people know who Kristen Stewart is. People know who Robert Pattinson is. People
Only
know
because of
who,
this movie at the time.
Yeah.
But Taylor Lautner, though.
People know. Taylor Lautner was famous already.
Yeah, he was Shark
He was
Boy.
a famous child actor.
He was Shark Boy.
This movie should be better produced than it is.
Yeah.
Just all of these movies should be.
To me, I was the opposite. I'm like, this is Twilight. This is gonna be meme done. I was like, this is so big and it doesn't need.
Yeah,
to
but
be
it's
good.
not like made as a.
You know,
It
how,
doesn't feel like it should be made for the memes.
You know
this
how
feels like it should be a legit series,
reboots,
but it's just a meme now.
Like reboots recoup their money even though they're bad. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
I think I kind of like it though because it feels like a fresh air. Like I feel like a lot of the shots in Hollywood a lot of the time kind of feel the same to me, where I only really notice what's going on if I really pay attention. And I like how bold this was. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of I don't watch as many new movies now. But I feel like if I watch a Marvel movie, I feel like I'm getting kind of similar shots.
Well, yeah. That's like, yeah.
I like how it feels to me more like a kid who is like, I have this dumb idea, I'm gonna try it, and then I'm gonna put it in.
I mean, that's essentially
it.
That's essentially what Stephanie Meyer is. She's just a dumb child who wrote this series.
It worked. I wish it delved deeper into some aspects. And I feel like at some points it's not focusing on things it should be focused on, and then on things that I don't really care about it focuses on.
Yeah.
I
don't know if it's a problem with... I don't know if it's the movies that are the problem or if it's the actual books, because I haven't read the books. But a lot of the story is in... This one specifically, and like the last one, just garbage.
This one
because nothing happens. I don't know if they just, when they adapted it, they just totally fucked it, or if it was just bad to start.
I have a hot take. I really like this one because it's like...
Okay, now this movie... I'm saying this
objectively, it's bad.
This movie's...
The plot is bad.
Well, objectively as a movie, these are all not great.
No.
But, no, this movie's pretty okay for Twilight standards.
I like plots that are so stupid, but kind of make sense, that is good. Like JoJo, like Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, where you're like, what is going on, but I kind of understand what's going on. Like Gurren the Gone, where at the end they're just like throwing galaxies at each other, and you're like, okay, this is happening. And like this, it's like, okay, the baby broke the spinal cord, and now they reattach the spine. Like, yeah, that makes sense.
I just think it's so...
He injects venom.
It's so wacky and wild. It's just like,
I love that. That's my favorite stories. I love it when people are like, I know what's going on. Hopefully the audience just doesn't care. I love it. Like End of Evangelion, where there's like, okay, now everybody's a little orange blob soda.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You need to watch it, Eva. Oh, it's so good. I really liked it. I don't know whether to put it on the same level as the second movie. I still think the first is the best because of how iconic it is. I think if you take out the memeability of the first one,
then it's just a bad movie.
Yeah, I would not. I would watch this over the first movie if I didn't enjoy the stupid scenes as much. Like, whenever I hear mitosis, I think of Edward and looking weirdly.
I thought
and
about
Bella
that the other day, dude. I have a biology test in 4 days over mitosis. I was looking over the shit earlier today. I was like, dude, this is Twilight.
You're gonna be thinking, and you're just gonna picture Bella being. It's so funny. Every time I see a car barreling towards another car, I think of Twilight. I watch car accidents, and I'm like, Edward.
No.
I see emo girls, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Alice. And I think every doctor's a vampire.
Every doctor's.
Emmett still shouldn't be a character.
Why does he exist?
We
bro?
literally forgot his name.
Yeah.
And then an hour into
exist?
the movie, they said his name, and we're like, that's him. Okay, we need to rank.
They're putting too many characters in that they're not actually allowing for other.
They're gonna pull a
real characters to get developed.
They're gonna pull a Harry Potter where they kill the minor characters so we feel something and pretend like we care about them.
They might.
I don't like Harry Potter.
Legitimately, I don't know who dies. I don't know if anyone dies.
If Alice dies, I am quitting. Actually, I don't care anymore because they already killed her as a character because she is a freaking flapper now. I'm not okay.
The only thing... So, there are a few things I know about the second one. About the last one, I mean. Part 2. I know the climax of, like, the entire series.
I think I've heard about it.
Well,
I hear people hate it.
There's an aspect to it, which I'll tell you about after we review it.
Okay.
But I think you'll think it's crazy after I tell you.
Okay.
Because you won't know just from watching the movie.
I heard that they had a part of a movie and that they cut or like there was something added to the movie that wasn't in the books.
That's really what it is. That's the climax.
Yes.
Literally the climax of the movie.
And I remember people did not like it. Which
a lot of my family loves it. I know this because they've talked about Twilight before. Like my extended family.
I think I know what the climax is, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to know for sure. And I'll talk about it after the end of the second one. But I knew something was going to happen with the baby. Because I remember there being memes about stuff like, oh, Robert Pattinson's going to have a kid. And then people were like, Taylor Lautner, you stay away. I knew something was going to happen. And I saw a meme about, like, imprinting on a baby. And I was like, that's what? Also, it's somebody who writes about werewolves and Omegaverse is kind of crazy. Don't do that. The fight scene with the wolves are getting better. The one where Jasper punches a wolf and their freaking mouth flies towards the camera and then like spit comes out. I was like, whoa, that was crazy. They wombo comboed Alice.
Yeah, they did.
That probably hurt her a little less than her haircut.
There's the scene where it was night. We were like, dude, it's the first movie. Because it's blue. We were like,
it turned blue, and I go, oh, Dale, it's the first movie. Don't you love how it's daytime? It's so good. I saw a clip the other day of somebody reacting to the first movie, and Edward had sunglasses, and they go, why does he have sunglasses? There's no sun to glass. I think of that every day now too. Okay, we need to go audio. I still hate it.
It's unbalanced.
I don't remember any of the soundtracks. The only time I paid attention to the music was the wedding thing where the Valkyrie came and it sounded stupid and cliche and they mumble, but then the fight scenes are so much louder. Every time there's a fight scene, 4 down. Every time they talk, 4 up. Mm-hmm. Terrible.
Well, so they actually played Bella's Lullaby in this one again, which I liked, because that's the actually good original song from this.
And they showed her ugly ring again.
I didn't mention this while we were watching it, but there was a part where they played like Bella's Lullaby in like a minor key when it was
when she got imprinted. They transposed it to A minor.
No, it was it was when like they were talking about like how Bella was gonna die. But I think I like how they had it in a minor key there.
We didn't talk about Bella dying to
her like life coming back to her face.
Okay.
To her body.
So this may be too much detail, but I thought when Jacob freaked out, what he was freaking out about was since Ella Freudian, so since Bella is a virgin, then as soon as they do it, blood, scientifically, sometimes blood comes out. And then Edward would freak out and then eat her. But apparently what they meant was Edward would just break her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, she got BDSM marks. And it was weird. And I was like, why did you not just turn her now? Like, why did we have to wait?
Why did we wait?
Because they did it multiple times. Because they did it in between scenes of them playing chess on a honeymoon. Why would you
that
do
was
that?
Hilarious, dude. The moment it showed up that shot, I was like, dude.
Daniel, if I play chess on my honeymoon, I am getting a divorce. Watching marry a grandmaster in chess. So audio was shit.
videography.
Like they did less cool, like risky stuff, and the ones they did like plan risks on didn't turn out too well.
Yeah, I already said my thoughts on the videography as a whole.
Some of them
for this
was
whole
good.
Series. I don't think any of it was that great.
The really good part was with Bella delivering. That was really cool.
Baby.
Yeah, how they were having him flash in and out, and the one shot where Taylor Lautner jumps in and attacks Rosalie.
That was
crazy.
Good. Yeah, so that was
a good shot.
That was good. That was just a good moment in general. The entirety of her delivering the baby.
I also like how dumb it was, but I think that it was a good choice of having Taylor Lautner like coming up to kill the baby, presumably, and then he meets the baby's eyes. I don't like the like flash forward scene type thing where they see like the baby's life. I think that was stupid.
Yeah.
I think all the things where they re-show the life, like when Bella went through all of the movies again, was stupid. Also, all the vocal track songs were so forgettable and annoying, and all of them sounded the same.
Use them,
they were terrible.
They shouldn't.
I'm so sorry.
They shouldn't use like songs with people singing because they're all just like memorable. Shit. Yeah.
To me, all those like those looking at life things felt like a bad version of the Barbie movie doing it. The Barbie movie when they did it, it was good. I watched the Barbie movie last night too. It was just crazy. That was a good movie. Anyway,
it is a good movie.
Yeah, and then it was kind of stupid how he fell to his knees. That was kind of stupid. The way he did it was kind of stupid. But I liked the concept because I thought it was kind of cool how Taylor Lautner was like, "I'm gonna kill this baby," and then he's like,
"It's cool." Yeah, it's cool. Like when it's happening, it's cool. But then you realize, like, wait a minute, he is gonna like be married to this child in many years, and he is 16 and it is a baby.
I think that the videography was okay. Some of the color correction was wild and I didn't like it. I think all of the things where they showed, like where they brain blast that So Raven Jimmy Neutron crap with the cells, whenever any series does that, even medical shows when they do it looks so dumb.
They show like her blood vessels getting like becoming alive again.
I do like how they reattached the spinal cord. That was kind of cool. But it was like, this looks like somebody spends too much time in Blender.
It's like the animations that you watch in a class. Like in biology class, they're like, oh, this is a
You ever see Dr. House? It's that. I don't even know what other videography and color correcting stuff. The stupid thing where Bella was coming back to life and then they had all the characters look towards her and like hesitate on breath. It's like, dude, you saw her spinal cord and she went from looking like Voldemort to looking like not Voldemort. I feel like you don't need like a open eyes or a breath to see that she's alive. That was stupid. I hated it. It was so dumb. Like they were trying to build tension, but we already, as an audience, knew what was happening.
Yeah.
We literally saw the internal fix. And then, I told Daniel that the reason they cut Alice's hair is because Alice was so much better, so they needed her to be ugly.
Yeah, he said that people realize she's prettier than Kristen Stewart.
I did not say that. I don't want to say anything. I'm just saying that she's more my type.
That's what he said.
I know Kristen Stewart in the Twilight series is attractive. Alice, though, is Alice. She even does cool flips. What does Kristen Stewart do? She's like,
Jack shit.
Edward. What other things did we rate on characters, plot. I don't remember.
Characters, like I said this already, I think they're adding too many characters in and not allowing the ones that we already know to be developed.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Jasper's only real plot point now is that he still can't control blood. He's kind of quirky. He knows how to fight, and he's racist.
Yeah, it's like... So in the last one, they really... Since they put the backstory on Jasper, they made it really seem like he was going to be relevant from then on. And he really wasn't.
No, they did like this happens in a lot of anime where they take a minor character, they give him one episode, and then they're like, okay, we're done with that character now. And then, did we rank the other ones out of 10? Are we doing 2?
As a movie, yeah. Just in general.
Oh, we did as an experience and as a movie.
Yes, we did. Yes.
Okay, as a movie, this is not... I would say this is a solid 3.5. It was all like in between a 3 and a 4. Because, okay, audio wasn't that great. Videography and selection, I appreciate what they were trying, but it kind of fell flat on its head. There were some really good and really memorable shots. I like the scene where Bella was waking up after the night with Edward.
Oh, and then
they like pan out
the bed
to the bed just being destroyed. Also, while they're doing it and they break the headboard is crazy. That was wild. I love that. The plot was terrible. That's the main thing. I feel like if the plot was just okay, it would be at least a 4. I would say it's objectively bad. I enjoyed it. So as an experience, this is like, I don't know what I gave the first one. I think I gave the first one a 10.
See, that's the thing. I can't remember what I gave the last 3, so I don't know how to... I know how
each one of these, we're just re-ranking them.
I know how I would rank it in terms of the other 3, but I don't know what out of 10 it should be then.
I think that this as an experience was a 6.5 to 7. I feel like 7s I would rewatch again if somebody was forcing me to. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I wouldn't want to rewatch this if somebody wanted, like, either I need to watch the 4th one, I'll be like, we could watch something else. But if it was like a 7 worthy, if they were like, I need to watch the 4th one, I'll be like, oh, okay. I enjoyed the plot, even though it was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
It's okay.
It just was so stupid. Like, literally all that happened. They did it. They got married. She had
the baby.
She's a vampire.
Uh-huh.
Jacob is now a pedo. And the treaty is gone because they can't really do anything. And Valkyrie is...
It feels like they're just checking boxes of things that need to happen. It doesn't feel like it flows as an actual story.
The problem they've always had is the villains are just so badly written that every time I go into a movie, I'm like, I genuinely don't know what is going to happen. And not in like a good way of like, oh, what's going to happen? It's like, what more can you do? Mm-hmm. And it's just like if you're watching Star Wars, you know the next movie is going to have something to do with Darth Vader.
Yeah, but then in this series, you have no idea.
It's like, that's the problem with like Marvel right now. It's like, where are they going?
Where's it going? Yeah.
You just watch this and you're like, okay, there's just going to be another little side story. Mm-hmm. There's no like thing to look forward to. It feels like filler. Movies should not feel like filler.
Yeah. This movie more or less is just set up for the second one, although...
It is part 1.
As far as I know...
As a part 1...
thing happens in the second one.
As a part 1, this was actually kind of good. If I'm looking at all the movies where they have parts 1 and 2
this doesn't
that I've seen, I like this one.
Okay, but this doesn't so with all the movies,
this
where
doesn't
it's
feel like
part 1
it's
and
setting
2.
up.
Exactly. It's supposed to be like setting up the second one. This doesn't feel like it. This just feels like a whole nother installment. And that's a problem.
I feel
because that means that the installments don't like hype you up for the next one.
You know how they fix that? They just take the post-credit scene and they put it in before. That's all they needed to do.
Yeah.
And they only put it as a post-credit scene because they're like, oh, Marvel's doing it and people like that. But if they did that, like, then it would feel like a part 1. Because technically all of this stuff needed to probably happen before part 2.
That's true, yeah.
Because the Valkyrie had no reason to really come back for Bella, unless she had a baby. And turned... Yeah, she had to be turned. And then... Yeah, so I would say the first one, a 10 out of 10 experience. 9 out of 10. I don't know. It's up there. As a movie, I don't know what I gave it. It was probably a good 5. Second one, I just want to do tier list. I don't know how to give it numbers because I don't remember them well enough to give numbers.
Before the next one, we'll watch the end of like the rankings we did, so that way we'll know.
We're still not gonna be able to find them because we're gonna go to the end and it's just gonna be us rambling.
It's just gonna be us talking about some shit. Yeah,
we're gonna be like, so Harry Potter. So first, second, fourth, third. I think the reason why the first and the second are so iconic is just because when you think of Twilight, you think of this stupid romance and the will they, won't they of Bella and Jacob and Edward. And after the literally at the end of the second movie, they resolve it.
Yeah.
The third one didn't know what to do.
That's true.
And then this one, they're like, yeah, we're just gonna do everything.
I mean, generally, I agree with that ranking of...
I honestly don't know what they can do in the next movie where I'm going to be like, okay, this is really good. This is really memorable. I really enjoy this. Because the Valkyrie just aren't cool.
Concept-wise, they are, but they don't do shit to make it seem...
They haven't done anything, really. The only thing they do is sacrifice children, which I think is really... I like the way that they showed them doing it because I think it was really cool and subtle, but also not subtle enough. But the actor and vibe thing, the actor's not bad, but the way they portray it of oh yes, they are doing the thing. Literally when they got the invitation, he goes, oh, the Collins are having a child, and somebody goes, oh. That's what they do. I'm supposed to be scared of these guys. He just moaned at a wedding invitation. And he goes, oh. You give him a molecule and a little top hat. He's the Monopoly guy. I don't care. I hate him.
I was saying in general, I agree with the ranking of the first one, the second one, the fourth one, and the third one.
I feel like first and second for us are interchangeable. I think I like the...
We each think that... I think 2 is better as a movie.
No.
You don't.
No.
But then I would rather watch the first one than the second one.
Would you rather watch...
If people were like, oh, let's watch Twilight, then I'd be like, yeah, let's watch the first one.
I think, personally, something that's so bad that it's good, or so risky that it's good, is better than something that is mid. Because I think the first one isn't that bad that it's good, and then the second one is in between a mid movie and a so bad that it's good. Because if you just have a mid movie, do you want to watch Black Widow again?
No.
Exactly. Do you want to watch?
That's true.
What's a really bad?
See, that's the experience aspect of it.
Yeah.
Of watching the movie.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't show. If I had to show this is what you do to film students, I would show them number 2 instead of number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they know oh, you shouldn't color correct everything to blue.
Yeah.
They still found a way to incorporate the dog pic.
The what?
The dog picture. It's in every show.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
If that's not in the last movie, I quit. Also, if I will be so mad at this series if Bella has to say something to Charlie about why they can't see each other, and then it doesn't get resolved. I will be pissed.
Yeah, I don't know what happens with that.
Because it is so just for plot convenience and so contrived and wants us to feel bad. I'm I don't think that Bella even cares about Charlie.
Yeah, it seems that way.
It seems like it's playing off us assuming that Charlie is our father, and we wouldn't do that to him. But if you look at it from the context of how Bella treats her father, it's no, she does not care.
Yeah.
Same with the mother. I don't know why the mother's in the movie. It's so.
Her mother doesn't do anything.
Her mother sucks. Sorry. All I do is talk on the phone every once in a while. I have nothing else to say. This is a mid movie.
Yeah.
Now that I know the plot, though, the rewatchability of this is terrible. The first and second one you can rewatch and you can be oh, I forgot about that stupid shot, or oh, I forgot about the iconic line of "Hang on, Spider Monkey," or "What's up? What is it, Crazy Loca?"
Something like that. Well, that just means crazy.
I don't remember.
It's something like that.
That's great. But the third one, never watch.
Yeah, the third
Just
one I
watch
would
a
never
summary.
watch again.
Just watch a summary. If you're going through any of these, just watch a summary for the third one. It's so bad.
Yeah, I feel like the fourth one, I would probably just if I forgot what it was called, I'd just say it's the one where they have the baby. And then that's the only thing I remember. Because there's nothing else that matters.
I think it's good. I think it does what it needs to. I think that I would recommend people watch it because there are funny scenes. The bedroom is iconic.
I'd say yeah, you have to watch it.
The bedroom scene is iconic
for the series.
The funny dumb shot with Edward and Jacob, and then the birthing scene is so good, and that's the only scene that really needed to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Does that turn off the screensaver if I hold a thumbs up? Okay, damn.
No.
Thought it counted as an input. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, well the next one. Expectations for that?
I'm gonna be pissed.
I genuinely don't know what happens other than one thing.
I'm gonna be pissed if they don't resolve Charlie.
Someone.
If Alice dies or Carlisle, I'm pissed.
Yeah, that's something I didn't think about before. Someone's probably gonna die.
They needed.
But who?
I don't know what they're gonna do with Resume and Jacob. Her name's Resume now. I'm sorry, but your kid's name is stupid, and I'm going to refer to it as a stupid thing. Edward needs to die.
He's not gonna die.
He needs to.
But.
Oh, no. You know what we didn't talk about? That was
What?
so good about that scene?
What scene?
When Bella was dead. and he was doing chest compressions.
Yeah.
And before, they had a pact where if Bella dies, Taylor Lautner was gonna kill him.
Oh.
And he goes, I can't kill you. I won't kill you. You deserve to feel this till the day you die. Forever.
Yeah, he said something.
I was like, preach. It was the coolest thing. I was like, yes, that was good acting. It was amazing. It was so believable. You could sense the sadness and anger. And he deserved that. That was his moment. And I love that. Whoever wrote those lines were actually like really good.
That was a good moment.
And delivering those lines were perfect. The shot selection was great because you couldn't really even see Edward's face. You just saw his hands like frantically doing another one bites the dust. Good. That was good.
Speaking of, that reminds me, speaking of acting, going back to the one girl, Leah, there are moments where there's such shitty acting there. When they're standing out, he's okay. When they're standing outside of the Cullens' house, just talking with Jacob.
To be fair, she didn't have a character to character.
That's also true.
She did not have a character to character.
That's also true.
That's the sentence. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I guess that's.
I can't believe I didn't talk about that scene with him being like, "Nah, you live with this Edward."
Oh yeah.
That was so good.
You thought of that right at the end.
That was such a good scene.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's it. Until
do the thing.
put it like
I quit.
oh yeah. Until like a month from now.
See you in another month.
Yeah, for the final one, and then the retrospective. The retrospective will have to do.
And we binge them all in one day.
Fuck no. Maybe let's watch like summaries for that one, because what are the odds we actually remember things
I
about
couldn't tell you a single thing that happened in the third movie.
Exactly.
No. After this, we binge both Avatar movies on the same day.
We did that already. I did that with Dune.
Shit.
I went and saw.
I haven't seen either Dune.
The video's over, but I'll just keep recording it. I went home for my spring break, and then watched one of our other friends who's at home, who goes to college at home, was like, "Hey, we should watch Dune 2, which was in theaters." And I was like, "Okay, I haven't seen the first one, so we gotta watch it." And so that day we watched Dune 1. Right after it gets done, we go to the theater to watch Dune 2.
I would have skipped.
It was such a better experience than Avatar because it was so good. At least the second one is amazing. The first one is
Avatar. We
okay.
Watched the first one and the second one in the same day. It was 6 hours of Avatar.
Yeah,
I don't remember
that
a
was
single
great.
thing other than Avatar.
I don't understand why people think Avatar is so great.
I liked it.
It was good. It doesn't deserve to be thought of as one of the greatest movies ever made.
I think the first one does, because for the stuff they had at the time, the editing and special effects, and
that's true.
and the plot was good
Yeah.
in the first movie. The second one kind of repeated it.
I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm just saying I don't get why people are like, it's Avatar.
Yeah. I bet in theaters it would have been better seeing the first one.
That's true. Yeah, because we did watch it in my basement.
Yeah. The basement I have a stun gun in.
Oh my god. The basement I gifted you a stun gun in. This is going in the video.
So Daniel, what crimes have you recently committed?
It's a good question. I can't think of anything more wild to say, so this is actually the end of the video.